Always love these chats because there's so many debatables when it comes to like Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
When it's sports, music, and that's what we're getting into this morning.
Subjective, right?
Yeah.
It's everyone's opinion of what you like, basically. But, well, the voters for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like 7 of the inductees that they're going to be putting in for 2025. We had mentioned some of the nominees a little while ago, but these are the people that will be getting inducted. Now, to be eligible and nominated, an individual artist or the band have to have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years ago. Right, so 25 years prior to the year of their nomination. So at least there's some people it's been way longer, some it's right at 2000. So the criteria includes an artist's impact on music and culture, the influence on other musicians that have followed, and the longevity of their career and body of work. All right, so this time we are getting, let's start with Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper was nominated, will be inducted. Second time appearing on the ballot. Debut studio album, She's So Unusual, came out in '83. 4 top 5 hits on that, the Billboard Hot 100, including what you're hearing right now, which is, of course, a classic and a legendary track. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Time After Time. She has 2 Grammys, an Emmy, a Tony. All she needs is an Oscar to become an EGOT. I don't know if she's going to be doing any acting in her near future, but there you go. She's on tour once again this year as well. Cyndi Lauper, thoughts?
The debate is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is she
Okay.
rock and roll? I think that we'll get into that a little bit more because there's some people that were left out that are not rock and roll that maybe should be in there. Is this just the rock and roll? Is this the Music Hall of Fame?
Okay, good conversation. Keep that going. Outkast, so if you're already starting that, Outkast is the next one that got inducted. First time appearing on the ballot for Big Boy and Andre 3000, hip-hop group formed in 1992. 6 Grammy wins for these guys. Hey Ya was obviously a big track in early 2000s for them.
They are so brilliant.
Agreed.
I love Outkast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so well deserved.
What was the album where Big Boy did
Speaker Box,
one?
Love Below. So someone actually came up to me on the weekend and was like, man, I actually have finally consumed those albums. Like, I never took it in as a whole like project. They would get different songs and things like that. Like The Way You Move was the big song for Big Boy on that, and Hey Ya was the big one for Andre 3000 off that album. But when you listen to the entire album, you're like, okay, I get it, the projects that they're doing. And listen, they had a hard time getting along and doing all that, so this is a nice tribute for them as well. White Stripes, you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
This is good. Second time appearing on the ballot. Rock group Jack White, Meg White began back in the late 90s. Garage rock, 6 Grammy Award wins for these guys as well.
Shout out to Gabe. If you're watching at home, Gabe, get your guitar out right now. He recently got an electric guitar, and he's being taught Seven Nation Army.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
like one of the first songs you're taught.
Yeah.
So we hear a lot of Seven Nation Army right now.
You're familiar with it. So the full list of inductees: Cyndi Lauper, Outkast, White Stripes, Chubby Checker, Bad Company, Soundgarden, and Joe Cocker. Now, who did not get in
that's
that
always
was nominated? Fish, Oasis, who have said they don't care about this. They've been nominated a couple of times.
So
They're
that's
out.
why they're-
Mariah Carey, Billy Idol, Joy Division and New Order, and Latin group Manya as well.
How is Billy Idol not in there?
That I don't understand.
Like, that's rock and roll at its core.
Yeah, but this is where the debate comes in, because you say rock and roll, people are thinking guitars and drums and some metal and all that. When you think original rock and roll, I'm going back to like Motown vibes and things like that. You know, American black music kind of started with that as rock and roll. So there is such a debate on who should be in, who shouldn't be in on these. Mariah Carey, if you're just looking at the majority of impact on
Music
culture,
icon.
artists, people that have followed, she should be in there, right? So, it's a great convo for everybody to discuss amongst yourselves, my
great
friends.
debatable on a Monday morning. Okay, we'll continue to do that in the break. Thanks for waking up with BT. We're going to say good morning to our friend Dina coming up right after this.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot to it, right?